Wu Guang smiled knowingly, then asked, "Is that so?" The trainees stubbornly insisted that their elite training camp's fighters were definitely stronger than anyone from Mado. Wu Guang then picked up a spherical recording device and said mysteriously, "I have a video here, watch it first." With that, he released the device, and it floated in midair, projecting a beam of blue light downward, preparing to play the footage. The video began. The image of a gigantic, thunder-type monster appeared on screen. One trainee cried out in horror, "It's a thunder bear." Another quickly assessed, "Judging by that size, it's at least peak 4th rank." They all held their breath when someone stammered, "Wait, his opponent is..." Then, the image of the bear's opponent appeared. The 3 trainees froze, their faces turned pale, mouths hanging open in shock. The one who had been boasting moments earlier now stuttered incoherently, It's Su Jingming." At that moment, the pride of the elite training camp's geniuses completely shattered. In the video, Su Jingming unleashes a powerful lightning strike, completely overwhelming the giant bear. The trainees at the training camp can hardly believe their eyes. They wonder how, in such a short period of time, Su Jingming could have grown so extraordinarily strong. His presence and aura are not the slightest bit inferior to that of the Tier 4 monster. Seeing their reactions, Wu Guang asks how they feel after watching the video. The 2 trainees, still in shock, comment that Su Jingming's power is truly terrifying, far beyond anything they had imagined. With strength like that, they believe there's no way he could still be in the mid-stage of Tier 3. Wu Guang calmly explains that based on his observation, Su Jingming isn't in the mid-stage of Tier 3 at all. He has already reached the late stage of Tier 3. This revelation brings the 2 trainees a bit of relief. A higher rank means the gap in strength between them, and Su Jingming can. At least it needs a logical explanation, and there's no need for them to feel ashamed. But that relief quickly evaporates, replaced by sheer panic. The purple-haired trainee screams in disbelief, unable to comprehend how Su Jingming leveled up with such unbelievable speed. Lei Yaoyong carefully analyzes the situation, pointing out that even a peak Tier 4 bear could easily overpower most ability users of the same rank, so Su Jingming crushing it is already completely mind-boggling. And what's even more terrifying, he took it down with his bare hands. Wu Guang calmly reassures them that Su Jingming is an absolute outlier, even by Mado's standards. This ignites the purple-haired trainee's curiosity, prompting him to guess that Su Jingming must be the son of Mado, University's president himself. Wu Guang can't help but find that amusing. He unequivocally states that, even if he were the president's own grandson, it wouldn't make anyone that powerful. The true secret lies in Su Jingming's ability. He's an S-rank ability user. This revelation sends another jolt of shock through the group. However, Lei Yaoyong raises a skeptical eyebrow. He knows Mado's S-rank ability user is only a freshman, yet how could a mere first-year student already be at the peak of Tier 3? Wu Guang confirms his words are absolutely true. Unbelievable as it may seem, it's a fact. Su Jingming is just 19 years old. The group erupts in utter disbelief. A 19-year-old ability user has already reached the peak of Tier 3, when the average age for elite graduates like them is 23. At that moment, their years of intense training suddenly feel meaningless compared to such a monster. Wu Guang explains he showed them this video for one simple reason: to motivate them. He wants them to see Su Jingming as a benchmark to strive toward. After their initial shock, the 2 trainees appear to regain their composure. They respond in unison that they understand, and vow to give it their absolute all. Lei Yaoyong then asks Wu Guang for a copy of the video. Wu Guang says he'll upload it to the training camp's internal website so everyone can access it freely. However, another trainee expresses a serious concern. He reminds them that the National University Tournament is about to begin. Wu Guang suddenly realizes he almost forgot about this crucial matter. If other universities gain access to the video, Su Jingming will undoubtedly become a prime target. He recalls that Mado finished as runner-up last year and believes that this year they have a real chance to compete for the championship. 2 days later, Su Jingming groggily wakes up to the insistent ringing of his phone. He feels like he's just emerged from an incredibly deep sleep. Picking up the phone, He's surprised to see the caller is Principal Lin Shuang. That's when he realizes he's been asleep for a full 2 days. On the other end of the line, the principal delivers some urgent news. The Heaven's Mandate sect is showing signs of launching a counterattack. Jingming's family and friends have already been placed under protection. She also warns him that he could also be one of their targets, and instructs him to crush his protective talisman right away if he encounters any danger. After hanging up, Su Jingming reassures himself. His residence is under strict security, special credentials, and iris scans are required for entry and exit. He believes it would be incredibly difficult for members of the Heaven's Mandate sect to infiltrate the area. Deciding not to dwell on his worries, he heads out for training. Meanwhile, in another location, stands an ancient yet ominous castle. This is the headquarters of the Heaven's Mandate sect. Inside, the vast and luxurious hall radiates an eerie chill. Under the grand glow of massive candle chandeliers, 2 sect members deliver a report to their supreme leader, stating that Su Jingming, with his S-rank talent, will soon become a major threat. They seek permission to orchestrate his assassination and eliminate the danger before it can truly bloom. The Supreme Leader inquires about Su Jingming's current whereabouts. A subordinate promptly replies that he's currently residing within the Thunder Secret Realm in Jiangnan Province and won't be leaving anytime soon. From within the shadows, a hoarse voice dramatically echoes, issuing a chilling order to someone named Blood Assassin. His mission to wipe out the entire martial arts school within the Thunder Secret Realm. And, of course, Su Jingming himself, a man with a prominent, long scar across his face, and a cruel smile, steps forward. He is Blood Assassin. Accepting the order with evident delight, he states he particularly relishes hunting down humanity's geniuses. One of the sect members expresses absolute, unwavering confidence in Blood Assassin's formidable strength, declaring that once he makes his move, failure is utterly impossible. After all, Blood Assassin is an 8th-tier grandmaster with truly terrifying combat power, strong enough to decisively handle the situation, even if Motto's spatial experts dare to intervene. The scene abruptly shifts. The suffocating aura of death from the villains gives way to the lively, bustling atmosphere of an old town. Street lanterns hang everywhere, and shop signs loudly advertise year-end discount events. Blending seamlessly into the crowd, Su Jingming muses to himself that the new year is fast approaching, and he may once again spend it all alone. He has just finished a session of cultivating with the Lightning Core. Although the results were equivalent to 6 days of grueling regular training, he still feels it's far too slow. His gaze lifts toward a towering skyscraper, wrapped in brilliant arcs of lightning. It is the Thunder Tower, the very place senior brother Zhangla had recommended, an ideal location to observe natural lightning and truly enhance one's abilities. He hopes it won't disappoint him. The moment he steps into the Thunder Tower's main hall, a female staff member immediately stops him. She informs him that, thanks to his S-rank access pass, he's entitled to 4 hours in a cultivation room on the 100th floor, and asks if he'd like to use it now. She explains that the Thunder Tower boasts 110 floors, and the higher the floor, the better the lightning observation effect. Hearing this, Su Jingming doesn't hesitate, and decides to use his privilege immediately. Jingming steps out of the elevator and enters the 100th floor. He walks into the cultivation room, wondering where is the lightning. Suddenly, green bolts of electricity begin flashing and shooting out from devices mounted on the ceiling. Jingming is absolutely stunned as he realizes that this is lightning in its most primal state. He sits down and immediately begins cultivating. Normally, the source of lightning is thousands of meters away and impossible to observe with the naked eye. But here, he can clearly see every detail and unravel its mysteries. 4 hours pass, and Su Jingming smiles in satisfaction. He calculates that if he continues training here, it won't even take 5 days for him to reach the realm of lightning liquefaction. This place truly is a sacred land for cultivation. Just then, a knock echoes on the door. The female staff member informs him from outside that his allotted time is up. Jingming asks how he can extend his session. She explains that the cultivation rooms on the 100th floor can only be paid for with Tier 4 lightning cores. A low tier, Tier 4 core can be exchanged for 3 hours, and each minor, sub-level increase adds 1 additional hour. Jingming breaks out in a cold sweat when he hears the astronomical price. The official purchase price of a low tier, Tier 4 lightning core is over 6 million yuan. That means 1 hour of cultivation here costs a staggering 2 million yuan. It's practically a money-burning machine. Noticing his reaction, the staff member gently suggests that he could move to floors 70 through 90, where Tier 3 lightning cores could be used at a much lower cost. But Jingming had already made up his mind. He would continue cultivating right here. He takes out a peak Tier 4 lightning core and a high-tier Tier 4 lightning core. The staff member's eyes widened in shock. She hadn't expected this young man to be so incredibly wealthy. She informs him that the 2 cores combined would grant him 11 more hours of cultivation time. While she processes the extension, Su Yingming curiously asks about the cost of the floors. Above floor 100, the staff member cheerfully replies that floors 101 through 107 require Tier 5 lightning cores, while floors 108 through 110 require powerful Tier 6 lightning cores. Hearing this, Su Jingming can only give an awkward smile and thank her for the information. 11 hours later, at the main building of the Thunder Martial Arts Hall, after finishing his intense cultivation session, Su Jingming runs into senior brother Zhang La again. Zhang La throws an arm around his shoulder and informs him that the monster materials and spatial rings have sold for a total of 3 billion yuan. He jokes that next time, Jingming has to treat him to a meal. Jingming happily agrees, admitting that, without Zhang La's help in making connections, he wouldn't have gotten such a stellar price. Zhang La adds that he heard from teacher Wu Guang about Jingming taking down a Tier 4 bear, and is amazed at how quickly he's leveling up. Jingming simply replies ever so modestly, "Maybe I just have good talent." Sangla bursts out laughing at Jingming's not-so-modest response. Then he asks about Jingming's plans for the upcoming new year. Jingming says he plans to head to the thunderstorm zone to train and will likely spend the entire year-end holiday there. Zhang La advises him to return to base at least once, because on New Year's Day, the Thunder Martial Arts Hall will be hosting an auction. Who knows, he might find just what he needs there. Su Jingming immediately perks up, intrigued by this news. He admits that there is, indeed, something specific he's searching for. His current spear, you see, is no longer suitable for his surging strength, and he hopes to find a superior weapon at the upcoming auction. Hearing this, John Lee assures him he'll gladly reserve a prime spot. Su Yingming agrees, stating he'll head to the thunderstorm zone first. Meanwhile, in a cozy bedroom elsewhere, 2 girls are deep in conversation. They are Tong Shuin and Zhang Shuai. Tong Shuin excitedly reveals that, during the New Year holiday, she wants to visit the Thunder Secret Realm, specifically to see Su Jingming. She then asks Zhang Shuai if she'd like to join her. Zhang Shuai is slightly taken aback by the suggestion, but she smiles warmly and readily agrees. She secretly thinks to herself, looks like this little sister is finally willing to share Su Jingming with me now. This is truly excellent news. Thank you all so much for supporting my video. I wish you endless happiness and immense joy in life. If you enjoyed the video, please do give me a like and leave a comment to show your amazing support. I sincerely appreciate it.